one way in which we could approach evidence for God is the same way as we might approach evidence for a scientific theory. We mightn't have any personal interest in the scientific theory. It's just a matter of curiosity for us as to whether this scientific theory is true. So we're not particularly interested, but we might look into it a little bit, find out what the evidence is, and perhaps decide that we'll accept the theory or decide that we're not really all that interested after all. But even within science, if we're working within science, we need more commitment. We need a better attitude towards evidence. Sometimes science involves painstaking work to try to find the evidence, and often it's unsuccessful. We do experiments and find that we don't get the results that we expected, or things don't work out quite the way that was planned, and scientists often need to do more and more experiments to try to find out what's really going on, and it can take a lot of time. So a positive approach in terms of commitment, of perseverance is required. And I think something similar is the case where God is concerned, because this is not just a question of idle curiosity. It's about what we do with our lives. It's whether we're going to believe in God, not in the sense of just an intellectual belief, but whether we're going to trust in God. And so I think we need an attitude of humility. I think we need an attitude where we're seeking for the evidence, and not just in an abstract way, but seeking the evidence with a view to recognizing that if there is a God, then his desire is that we believe in him, and that requires a willingness for us to be changed. So I think all of these components are important in terms of how we approach the evidence for God.